Yeah. Everybody hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, please. Yeah. $25 live stream goal. If we meet the goal, I stay on 2 hours tonight. And it guarantees I come back tomorrow night. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker, $ next to the chat box on the right. Yeah. Hit the like button, please. I imagine if you're here now, you're one of the die-hard fans, one of the rare breeds, hit the like button. Got 3 people in here, I should have 3 likes. What up, Woo? Big Woo. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Perfect timing then, Woo. Perfect timing.
Just before I continue with my message.
Yeah, I remember that.
Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the cash app. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
What you got on my 40, homie?
I thought you had $200.
I do, but I won't spend Red's money.
You're going to come up to me and hug my neck and kiss me and say, thank you for getting that money out of my pocket.
Oh, I'll just hold on to my money because, you know, there's hardship. Be careful.
You need to make a vow of faith of $1,000. Oh, Bob, couldn't you say 25? No! You can't make a $1,000 vow of faith. I'm saying in faith.
Tithe! Give money and you'll get the blessing. If you don't, nothing for you.
Put some anointing on this money. You put something up here. You put...
When's the...
Prosper, I'm saying. See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Donations.
Thank you, Lord. You say you want to make a $500 vow? Then do it. If that takes faith for you, do it. You want to make a $100 vow or $200? If that takes faith, see, I like 1,000 because I know I got you. I got you into faith.
Rare Breeze, we back in here. I'm trying to get this to be a better resolution. You know, I want to go over this one more time because a couple people wanted me to go over it. I might have to just make a separate video. Let me try one more time.
Okay, I'm on my way to the Super Bowl, but they have a no large purse policy. So I'm going to show you how your wig can become your purse. Okay, first things first. You cannot leave your home without your ID. Okay?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. All right, who we got in here? Rare Breeze, let me know something in the chat. Ladies, let me know you in here if you are in here. About to get started. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's do this. Is it just me or do Kendra be doing too much? She want to be 21 again. So there's nothing wrong with dancing. I just get a cringe vibe anytime she get to cutting the rug. You know what I mean? The big wigs, the ridiculous outfits. She just screams embarrassment. She's definitely the type of woman who embarrasses her man in public. Now, this is one of her events in Atlanta. Now, do you think some love connections are going to happen at one of these? Do you think some love connections are going to happen at these events? Specifically, this event in Atlanta. Let's watch it one more time. And you tell me if anybody is going to meet their soulmate at this event. Let's run it back. He always has to be the center of attention. She doesn't have any chill in her. Like, nothing about this says wife. Nothing about this says mother. Nothing. It's best that those eggs stay in the freezer, Kendra. Just let them stay on the freeze. Please. Oh, man. Okay, let's go to the other one.
Okay, I'm on my way to the Super Bowl, but they have a no large purse policy. So I'm going to show you how your wig can become your purse. Okay, first things first. You cannot leave your home without your ID. Okay, you just can't do it. Bam, we got an ID. Okay, now you cannot leave your place without some money. My daddy taught me that. All right. Okay, we got my credit cards and some cash. Now I'm a black girl. I don't leave my house without Vaseline, child. I don't know about y'all, but I always got my Vaseline with me. Okay. Y'all hear something? What's that? Oh, that's my phone. Okay. Ooh, child.
I don't even know where to begin. I really don't. And then somebody called the phone at just the right time. Another adult be a part of this so they can call her phone and she can partake in this nonsense. Like, think about that for a minute. What up, Grateful? I don't even know where to start. Like, yes, this is ghetto. Vaseline in your wig, your money, credit card, Vaseline and phone in your wig. I feel like having them in your breast, in your bra would be less ghetto than this. But you're supposed to be so bougie and so classy. We're not buying it, Kendra. We're just not buying it. Does she think this is funny? It's not funny. Is it supposed to be a skit? I don't think it's a skit. I really think she went to the Super Bowl with Vaseline and credit cards in her wig. I genuinely believe that. I don't know what else to say about this. Let's just. What up, Grateful? Thanks for stopping by. What up, Curtis? Let's just go to the next video. I'm trying to see, is there anything else I want to say about this? This is the woman that was bragging about paying $80,000 this is the woman that was bragging about paying $80,000 a month in bills. But this is the best solution she can come up with to the fact that the Super Bowl didn't allow big bags. How about you just carry a little bag? I mean, how about you carry a little bag? A little bag could have carried Vaseline, credit cards. A little bag could have carried Vaseline, credit cards, cash, and your phone.
My nigga. My nigga.
Respect to Grateful coming in with the 5. He's the live stream sponsor. I appreciate $20 more to meet the live stream goal, and I will stay on 2 hours tonight, and it will guarantee a live stream tomorrow night between 6 and 8 p.m. Central. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Let's get it. This for you, Grateful.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles.
I run shit. You just live here.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother. I hear you. Man, I hear you.
My man.
City boy! City boy!
My nigga.
Shout out Grateful in the chat. So, yeah, not only did I want to touch on how ghetto this is, and how classless this is, and how trashy it is, I just want to touch on how immature it is. I feel like a mature adult woman who really on her grown woman-ish wouldn't even think to do something like this. And if she did think to do something like this, she damn sure wouldn't make an internet video about it. The lack of self-awareness is just mind-blowing. All right, let's go to the other video. This next video is Kendra G at the Super Bowl, embarrassing herself, embarrassing everyone who knows her, and embarrassing the whole black race. And yes, Her wig, her big ridiculous wig, is gonna keep falling off and exposing her pushed back hairline or whatever. I don't know if she's bald or whatever. But look, all that money you got, the millions of money, all that money you got, the millions of dollars you got, and you couldn't get someone to install the wig properly. This is the woman with $80,000 a month in bills though, but can't afford some bobby pins or whatever the fuck. I don't know the mechanics of weave. I don't know weaveology and all that. I don't know all the technicals when it comes to weave tracks and all that other shit. But come on. This shouldn't be happening to a millionaire woman. So let's watch Kendra dance while her big wig dances off her head. Probably because she got Vaseline, credit cards, and some motion in there, weighing it down. See what we got here. I mean, let's just give her the benefit. Let's just give her the benefit of the doubt and say she was drunk. Maybe she was just drunk, you know? Maybe she popped a pill. Maybe she hit some trees before she went in. Maybe she not in her right mind. Maybe we should just give her that benefit of the doubt. Y'all let me know below. She has to keep turning around so she can pull the wig back on the front of her head. You know, why not just be candid, Kendra? You're already embarrassing yourself, so just pull the wig back up on your head in front of the camera. You know, why not at this point? I mean, I mean, imagine if you were the guy here with her. I hope a guy isn't there for men's sake. Just for men's everywhere. Just for men's sake everywhere. I don't even know if that makes sense, but you get what I'm trying to say. Hope a male date didn't go with her. Because he is sitting there with his hat pulled all the way down. He might have just snuck out. I hope a man isn't recording this video. Seriously, please. Please don't let it be a dude holding this camera right now. I hope it's one of her girlfriends. It's enough of that. That's a couple of minutes of footage in one of my next videos. Goodness gracious. All right. What are we getting into tonight, fellas? Let's finish what I couldn't finish last night.
And mouse game and dating with intentions has. It's your boy GMT. This time we're doing it big. Dating is hard, and lately it's been like a cat and mouse game, and dating with intentions has almost become non-existent.
Here's where we come in. Hi, I'm Dion. The dating scene has become dry, and swiping left has become irritating. Are you ready to find the love of your life?
Welcome to Meet to Marry.
Here in the Queen City of Charlotte, we have several sexy single kings and queens ready for their search to find love.
Really? It's gonna be like all the other shows where there's 40 to 50-year-old men and 40 to 50-year-old women. The men are going to be way out of the women's league. Point blank fucking period. It's such a mixed match. Did I say that right? No, I didn't say that right. It's such a mismatch. The men are in the prime of their lives. And the women, well, we'll just say they're not that. So it's going to be a bunch of, overqualified men trying to settle for something they're better than. Some woman in a fucking business suit jacket, a older face, wigs, whatever, and business suits and masculine demeanors. These men are so much better than this. This woman isn't horrible looking, but nothing about her comes across as soft, even down to her jacket, her man jacket. You just already know what type of person this is without even having to hear her talk. This is depressing. Let's continue. You can literally see the pain in her face. And why does it look like they're walking out in the project? Look, never mind. There's a lot of trauma behind those snuffleupagus lashes. Oh, and a lot of mental damage under that fucking weave cap. Hair hat, whatever you want to call it.
Here's the process. Part 1, the mixer. Our sexy singles mix and mingle, not knowing who they're going to be paired with.
I need the likes up. I got 10 people watching. I only got 4 likes. And that's just a damn slap in the face. Can we put the likes up? For red pill's sake.
Then part 2, our main data will choose from our selection of eligible Charlotte singles based on chemistry and compatibility.
Our final piece is the vetting process, while our main data...
She don't look bad, but yeah, I prefer the braids over the other type of weaves. Look horrible, but you could tell she's older. And this is what I was going to say the other day. It's not even so much about if a woman looks good or look bad or whatever. It's just men can pick up when a woman is just older. Like there's just a certain older look that you just instantly get triggered by as a man. You're like, oh no, ooh, she look like her eggs is done. Like it's just an instant turn off when you see that older look in a woman. And this is why they need to overcompensate with great personalities. But at this point, they have the worst personality they have ever had. Because of all the baggage and damage and bitterness and hatred for men at this point. Disdain and hatred for men. They can't help but to show it. And they got this attitude like, yeah, don't come with me with the BS. Don't come to me with the BS. I've been there and done that. It ain't happening. That's the energy they come with, Yeah, and that mixed with an old looking face is just a bad combination. And that's why they are failing in the dating market.
Our final piece is the vetting process, while our main daters and their selections will see if they have a connection through a series of questions. If not, back to the drawing board.
This dude right here is already out of every woman's league we see so far. Well put together man, well dressed. You know, he looked like a distinguished gentleman. You know, neat beard. Probably got a decent job. This man could pull 25-year-olds. Easy. You know? If he got that bag, look, yeah, 20 to 25-year-olds. Or let's just say this, 20 to 29-year-olds. Easy. And then these old washed up women wonder why they get played by a guy like this. You should know something is up on the first date or the first interaction. Like, oh, this dude is way out of my league. He probably only gonna hit it and quit it. But they still chasing fairy tales.
Through a series of questions. If not, back to the drawing board.
What's up? My name is Charles Clark. Born and raised here in Charlotte, North Carolina. 48 years old, never been married, no kids. It's been time for a while, but I'm definitely looking for someone to spend that quality time with. And
Let's look at this objectively. He's almost 50 years old, married, no kids. Is it suspicious for a guy to be 50, never married, no kids? Like, if you were looking at it from the perspective of a father who was helping your 30-year-old daughter look for a mate, would it be suspicious to you that he's 50, never married, no kids? What has he been doing since 20? You know? Is he a bate boy? A bati boy? Rainbow man? What's up? Damn, like everybody bouncing. I feel like I would have got my numbers up by now. We only got 6 people in here. What's popping? Usually I feel like I would have had like at least 15, 20 people in here by now. What's cracking? Oh well, I'm still gonna thug it out, but alright. Well, I'll say this. If the numbers don't get up and the donations don't get up, I'm probably definitely gonna bounce out early. So yeah. So if y'all want me to stay no matter how many people in here, $20 more to do the 2-hour live stream regardless. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat, or Super Chat, Super Sticker. So, I mean, yeah, bruh. I don't know. I'm curious what you've been up to the past 30 years with women. If you've never been married, never had any kids. You a player or a rainbow man? I feel like it's one or the other.
that quality time with, and somebody to spend the rest of their life with. So that's really important to me. And as far as the type of woman I'm looking for a woman that's very down to earth, well-grounded, but I also like a woman that knows how to dress as well. So, and just somebody, the most important thing to me is compatibility. I know a lot of people are focused on various things like traveling the world, which to me is cool, but the world was shut down for 2 years because of COVID. So I'm looking for somebody that, if we are stuck in the house together, that we can still survive together and still.
Good luck with that, bruh. Good luck with that, bro. I'm curious what age range, because it's a small percentage of women over 40 who are likable to sit in the house with for 24 hours. Trust me. That's what I'm saying. It's rough dating as a man over, I would say over 40. It's rough. It really is rough. Trying to date women in your age bracket, these are the worst women to try to date. Women who are still single, over 40, it's definitely looking for a needle in a pile of live grenades. Definitely. Are you gonna blow up before you find that needle, that special woman? Chances are yes. You're gonna blow your life up before you find that special needle woman. I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
We can still survive together and still, come out on top as far as the situation and to build a successful relationship. So that would be what I'm looking for.
Okay, let's say, I mean, he's like 50. So let's say he willing to date 30 to 40. Or even if he say he willing to date 28 to 35. That's still women who, hit multiple walls at this point. So honestly, yeah, dating as a man over 35, stick to 40. Just dating women over 25 is just a rough thing, man. It really is. You're looking for a very rare thing. A good woman over 35 or over 25. Or I'll just, for this video, I'll say trying to find a good woman over 28 is just a hell of a task.
And I'm on a meet to marry, and I know the people that created this, they've been married for a while, so hopefully I can get some good pointers and they can point me in the right direction.
Goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Ma'am, what were you thinking? This is just a hot ass mess. This is not okay. This outfit maybe for a 19-year-old. 20, 21 max. What are you, 47, ma'am? Still trying to pull an outfit like this off? It shows that your mind isn't right instantly. This is an instant disqualifier for a 40-plus-year-old woman. I mean, really, even a 30-plus-year-old woman, but especially a 40-plus-year-old woman. Self-awareness, what did I tell you? They say accountability is their kryptonite. Self-awareness might be second up.
Welcome to Meet to Marry. We are here with our good fella, Charles. What's good, my brother?
Nothing much, man. Just enjoying the day, the weather. It's holiday time, time to celebrate and just enjoy the time.
Oh, man, I'm loving it, man. So, love the suit, man. Shoes, you killing it today, man. You came ready to impress.
I try to, man. I mean, it's one of my favorite passions is style and clothing. So I always try to represent as best I can.
I love it. Tell me some deal breakers, man. What is something that you're like a no-no with the match that you're looking for?
One thing, is this man straight? Is he straight? Is he not? No? Is he peculiar? What do y'all think about the suit? Talk to me.
So I always try to represent as best I can.
I love it. Tell me some deal breakers, man. What is something that you're like a no-no with the match that you're looking for?
A woman that drinks too much, You know,
Yeah.
I definitely not trying, pick somebody up off the floor or, shove them in the car or anything like that. Smokers, I'm not really keen on smoking.
Okay.
And I don't like a couch potato.
What do you mean by that?
I do a lot. I mean, I have a garage full of weights. So I lift weights on a regular basis. I like to go kayaking, all kind of stuff. I mean, I'm an adventurous type person.
So you're looking for an active woman.
Exactly. I mean, not every weekend, but maybe once a month or something like that. Take a trip somewhere, or like even on the weekends, I can't sit at home all day. It's a problem for me. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm with that. Well,
Is it just me, or did he say something earlier about being able to sit in the house with his woman? And the world getting locked down, and he want to be able to just kick it at the crib. Is there a contradiction there? Maybe I missed something. I mean, I get it. You want some you. I mean, I get it. You don't want to sit in the house, but you want somebody you could sit in the house with if you had to. I get it. I get it.
Weekends, I can't sit at home all day. It's a problem for me. I don't know why.
okay, I'm with that. Well, are you ready to meet your lovely ladies?
I'm ready to meet her, man.
Let's bring our lovely first contestant to the stage, Maria. Hello.
Hi,
You
how
look
are you?
beautiful today.
Thank you.
Nice. So, let's get into it. I want to see if there's a little bit of chemistry. Let's ask some.
He's not gonna like him because she's taller than him with her hair hat and his. You know how important that is when you get in your 40s and 50s. Oh my goodness. What is up with her outfit? A business jacket and some leather black pants or whatever. This is just, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fashion guy, but this doesn't look like it goes. And check this out. She's still trying to do the Instagram baddie pic. That's a deal breaker right there. The long ghetto claws and still trying to be an Instagram baddie in your 40s. Nah, no thank you. And here's the thing, women who come on these TV shows, they want to be celebrities. They trying to get their clout up for Instagram. They trying to get their acting careers sparked off at 47. These women just aren't balanced human beings, flat out.
Dang.
Thank you.
Nice. So, let's get into it. I want to see if there's a little bit of chemistry. Let's ask some questions and see how this goes.
Hello, Maria. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing. I guess we should shake hands or something like that. Nice to meet you. Physical time. Thank you. I try. You look nice as well. So, where are you from originally?
Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just rewind that back. He gave her a compliment. She just looked at him. You gotta pay stuff like that. See, first impressions are so important. They're so important. That would have turned me off instantly. Let's watch it again. He didn't make eye contact. He shook her hand. He's effeminate. Effeminate. I'm not roasting them. Some men are effeminate. They're not bati boys. They're not rainbow men. They're just girly men. I'm not making fun of them. You know, girly men could be cool people too. Girly men are humans too. I wouldn't roast him if I met him in real life. I'd be his friend. But as far as dating, nah. It's not gonna serve you in the dating world at all. I mean, yeah. Sometimes effeminate men can be some of the nicest guys you ever meet. You know, no homo. But yeah, as far as dating, nah. But peep this. He gave her a compliment, and I think he said something else shortly before that she did say thank you for, but no, double thank me up. You know, if I give you a compliment and then 10 seconds later I give you another one, yeah, I need that double thank you. So let me slow it down. Oh, let's see. Playback speed.
Oh, the physical sign. Thank you. I try. You look nice as well. And
You just gonna look at me and not say that's crazy to me. That's rude and crazy to me. Just gonna look me try to say you look nice as well. Yeah. What blows me away is that these women are so effed up in the dating market on many levels, but they still walk into events and situations with men with this air of arrogance. Like they're still this 19-year-old naive hottie. Well, let me take that back. Like they're this 19-year-old hottie on the cheerleading team. What I say about self-awareness?
so, where are you from originally? As well. And so, where are you from originally?
Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where are you from originally?
Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am a native Charlottean, which is rare.
You're a unicorn.
Yes. I'm a unicorn, or I like to say a dinosaur, because like everybody.
You're not a dinosaur.
But yeah, so.
Okay, fellas, you gotta maintain eye contact. This is okay, fellas. Hi. Fellas, you gotta maintain eye contact when you're interacting with men, when you're interacting with women. He keeps like looking down. It's just never gonna get you respect from anyone if you can't maintain eye contact. Always do that. It's very important. You know, little things like that can dictate if people respect you or not. And that's why I really don't like being around people, because every little thing can get you, disrespected or get you in a box that you don't want to be in for someone that people don't respect. The most petty things can make people lose respect for you. It's a silly world we live in. It shouldn't be like that, but it is like that. Don't keep looking down. It instantly tells people you're not sure of yourself. And it dries the coochie up in seconds when it comes to women. And it dries the coochie up in seconds. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. And it dries the coochie up in oh gosh. And it dries the coochie up in seconds. And with the fellas, it make them think, hey, I can punk this dude instantly. That's what it make guys think. Not guys like me, because I don't even think like that. That's some hoe ass shit. But, the world run on hoe ass shit. Let's get back into it.
I'm a unicorn, or I like to say a dinosaur, because like everybody.
You're not a dinosaur.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm original Charlottean. So what brings you to Charlotte, North Carolina?
Career. So I work for a bank here in Charlotte, and I've been here for about 5 years now.
Okay. Nice. So let's see, what are your social activities? What do you enjoy doing?
Well, I love traveling. When I can, I get out of the country. So you gotta have a passport. You don't know.
Telling the man what he have the first 30 seconds you meet him is crazy. And that's why these women are single. You don't tell a grown ass man you gotta have a passport. And it just shows they have no situational awareness either. Clearly, this man has a passport or can easily get one. He's presenting as a man who is not going to have a problem getting a passport. Like, use your fucking eyes, your brain, context clues, something. You could just instantly tell they're dingbats. Why would you even say that? Like, it's little stuff like that that blows it with worthwhile men. Gotta have a passport. I don't need you to tell me that. Look at me. I don't need you to tell me I gotta have a passport. Fucking ignoramus. She already bossing you around. Y'all haven't even gotten into the first minute yet. She already telling you what you gotta do. That really turns men off, especially older men. We don't want to get mothered, you bitch. Let's get the donations up. Let's get the donations up. Yeah, Chris said, I love it when they show, then you don't waste. True. All you gotta do is talk to him for 5 minutes usually, and you could be like, nah, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. But yeah, let's get the donations up. We only got $5 in donations. If y'all want me to stay on for 2 hours tonight, let's get the donations up. If not, I'm gonna hop off pretty soon. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol next to the chat box on the right. And hit the like button if you haven't already.
Enjoy doing?
Well, I love traveling. When I can, I get out of the country. So you gotta have a passport. You know. I also.
Do you got a passport? Yeah, I do have a passport. I haven't been out the country in a while, but if I can, for me, traveling isn't the most important thing. For me, the most important thing is the person that I'm traveling with. Like, what is our, what is our connection? Yeah. Because you can be outside the country with somebody you don't like.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Okay. Well, do you have any questions for Charles?
Okay, so Charles, I'm really big on spirituality. Do you believe in God?
I do believe in God for many, many reasons. Of course, growing up, grew up as a Christian, of course. And but there was a time in my life, I wondered, is there really a God? So I searched the scriptures, did some soul searching, and yeah, I'm fairly convinced, not just because of what I was taught growing up, but from what I experienced in life, there is a God.
Here's the thing. I guess part of the process, she gets to ask questions. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know part of the process. I know a part of the process is she gets to ask questions. But the problem with that is it puts her in a position of power, and it's almost like she's grilling him like, you have to qualify for me. The whole order is off. The man should be qualifying the woman. It just it throws everything off. The power dynamic is off. The power dynamic is like he's on the chopping block. But no, he has way more value than you in the dating market, lady. You're on the chopping block. But women never get out of this mindset that they're in the driver's seat because they still think they're that 19-year-old cheerleader that is constantly rejecting men because they're not good enough for her. They never get out of that mindset that men are on the chopping block and not good enough for her.
And yeah, I'm fairly convinced, not just because of what I was taught growing up, but from what I experienced in life, there is a God.
I love that. I'm the same way. I grew up Christian as well. My stepfather, he's a pastor. So that's really big for me. A man who is not being led by God cannot lead. That's my big thing.
AKA, I'm going to use the Bible to control you. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means. You have to lead based on my interpretation of what the Bible says, not what the Bible actually says, but how I can manipulate what the Bible says so you can lead the way I want you to lead. Then I'll submit. But that's not actually submitting. Never mind. So James just sent in $10. So there's a real effort being made for us to do a 2-hour live stream. So hey, let's do it, y'all. $10 more is all it takes to get the 2-hour live stream tonight. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Plus, I'll shut up for the rest of the night. Forget the $25 goal. I won't bring up money again. And it guarantees a 2-hour live stream, and it guarantees I come back tomorrow night, 6 to 8 p.m. Central. You know, there's a real effort being made. I love to see it. We only need 10 more bucks. I like this show, though. I think I'm going to like going over this show. I hope I don't get hit with a copyright strike. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to upload an episode of Blind Date because there's a bunch of episodes of like Blind Date on YouTube. So I'm going to try to upload an episode of Blind Date on another channel and see if it get a copyright strike. If I can get away with reviewing Blind Date, that's going to be some awesome fucking live streaming. I'll tell you that. Because I just looked at a couple good ones today that I really want to go over. Let's get back into it.
That's my big thing. That's the main thing for me. Also, do you know what you're looking for? I think that's really big for me. Like, do you know what kind of woman you want in your life?
Yeah, a couple years ago, I started talking to people that have been married for like 40, 50 years, and just asking them, how do you maintain your relationship with your significant other? And of course, the guys like, hey, if you're just looking for the sex, it's not going to be there. So like, you got to have something beyond that. So for me, it's all about, someone that you can really depend on, that's going to be in your corner. And when you're not at 100%, they can take up the slack, and vice versa. So, and things are not going to be perfect all the time. And that's one thing, like a lot of people ask me like, what's your perfect mate? I'm like, there's no such thing as a perfect mate.
Like that.
Yeah, so we're all a work in progress.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay, good.
Well, I'm going to ask some tough questions for you.
Okay.
You have any children?
No kids.
No kids?
No kids.
Okay. Do you?
Yes. I have a 21-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Okay.
Yep. So.
Okay. So any deal breakers that you have for the potential man in your life?
The deal breaker: cheating, somebody who lies. I like an honest man. I'm big on communication. I want to say that. So even if it's going to be a tough conversation, I want to hear it. I want to sit down and talk about it and hash it out that way.
So she's bossy. She's bitchy. She doesn't have a pleasant demeanor. She seems too serious. All business. And then she has a 21-year-old and a 16-year-old. Those are two other people you're going to have to figure out how to get along with. And her ex-husband or ex-baby daddies or whatever. So that's potentially 4 other people you're going to have to build a relationship with. You know what I mean? This is not worth it for this man at all. At all. That's all I want to say. This man would be better off rotting the rest of his life out alone than getting involved with this woman and her horse shit. Damn near 50, still trying to take 21-year-old Instagram baddie pics on Instagram.
What kind of shit is that?
But I was like, I hope he's not really concerned about.
I like the little connection. I kind of okay.
Breaker's a liar and a cheater, so that's something to hash it out that way. I want to say that. So even if it's going to be a tough conversation,
man in your life,
the deal.
Okay.
Yep. So.
Okay. Okay. So any deal breakers that you have for the potential man in your life?
The deal breaker: cheating, somebody who lies. I like an honest man. I'm big on communication. I want to say that. So even if it's going to be a tough conversation, I want to hear it. I want to sit down and talk about it and hash it out that way. Deal breaker's a liar and a cheater, so that's something that I cannot deal with.
Understandable. That's completely understandable.
Okay. I'm loving it. I like the little connection. Y'all kind of look good together. I like.
Yeah, let's concern about height because I'm in my heels, but I was like, I hope.
Told you. I told you it was gonna be something. Height, how big she is. I knew it. I knew it.
That's a big bitch.
What up, DDT? I knew that was gonna come up. Super shallow. Too damn old to be caring about that. Don't wear heels then, bitch. This shows how little these women value men. They're not worth giving up heels for. Women don't feel like men are worth enough to give up heels for. But then they want a man to provide. But then they want a man to provide. So a man got to pay for your life, but he ain't worth giving up heels for. A man who's willing to pay for your life for a lifetime isn't worth giving up heels for. Think about that. Think about it.
Is this camera on me?
Hey, okay, DDT says wearing a watch is a red flag. Is that masculine? I mean, I guess it is kind of masculine. I never thought about it, but I guess now that I'm thinking about it, a woman wearing a watch, yeah, I can see how it's masculine. Been on almost an hour, y'all. Let's do it. Let's get that other $10 in, so I can stay on for 2 hours tonight. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Is there any ladies in the house? Ladies, holla at me. Put a 2 in the chat if you're a woman. Put a 2 in the chat if you're a woman.
I like the little connection. Y'all kind of look good together. I like.
Yeah, let's concern about height because I'm in my heels, but I was like, I hope he's not really, really short. And you're great. You're perfect.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Maria, it was lovely.
Thanks.
Chopping it up with you. We will call you back in a few, but really nice having you on the stage. Talk to you in a little bit.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Your name again?
Charles.
Charles. Nice to meet you, Charles.
All right, and I'm bad with names too, but I remember Maria.
Okay, sorry. All right, so let's bring our next beautiful contestant, Shamika, to the stage. Welcome, Shamika. Well, hello, Shamika. She is in the building. I'm loving them shoes. Talk about making a fashion statement, child. All right, so.
Grown man just said child. CHILE. Now I understand how it happened. You hang around all these, they say child 24/7. These feminine catchphrases start to rub off on men. I think even sometimes I say it's giving. It's giving. They got me, y'all. They got RB Sensei. But child is a no-no. Child is 100% a no-no. Anybody can slip up, but that man need to catch that shit. Let's run that back to hear a grown man say child. Uh, let's do it.
Welcome, Shamika. Well, hello, Shamika. She is in the building. I'm loving them shoes. Talk about making a fashion statement, child. All right, so Charles, Shamika, Charles, let's get acquainted.
Nice to meet you, Shamika.
Cheers, well, Charles.
How are you doing this evening?
Great.
Good. So do I ask the questions now?
You ask the question.
No, hey, maybe he feeling, maybe for some strange reason he feeling Shamika more. At least she got a skirt on. She don't got some fucking jacket on. So if y'all Pay attention to this. He maintains eye contact. So maybe for some strange reason he feeling Shamika. Look at his eye contact compared to the first woman's.
Shamika, Charles, let's get acquainted. Nice to meet you, Shamika.
You as well, Charles.
How are you doing this evening?
Great.
Good. So do I ask the questions now?
You ask the question.
All right. So where are you from?
I'm originally from Trinidad. I grew up in New York.
Okay.
And I'm now residing in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. How long have you been in Charlotte?
I've been out here since 2002. I came out initially for college and decided to make it my home.
They look uptight. Like that outfit just doesn't look comfortable at all. I mean, she's not bad looking, but just the weave. I mean, she probably got work done. Does it look like she got work done? Y'all let me know. Emperor says old fat wash chicks. I mean, essentially. But like I said, man, like at this age, or even the age I'm at now, I know y'all don't know my age, but y'all could probably make a fair guesstimation. I'm not that big into looks. Like a chick don't gotta be 100% fit, 100% a baddie or anything, but her soul gotta be right. Her demeanor gotta be right. Her attitude gotta be right. Everything else gotta kind of be hidden. You know, she gotta make up for her looks with her personality and her femininity and agreeableness for sure. And this woman don't check out that we looking at right now. She don't check out at all when it comes to those things. But she just looks super uncomfortable.
Now residing in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. How long have you been in Charlotte?
I've been out here since 2002. I came out initially for college and decided to make it my home.
Okay. So did you get a major or did you get a career in your major?
No one ever does. But it definitely works for great, skills when you move forward in your career. It does help, moving forward in leadership. It does give a good notice. Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you what you do?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. I do a couple of things. First is Mommy Trini Eats, follow me on Instagram.
Gosh, okay.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I do Trinidadian cuisine, all different type of Trinidadian food.
Okay.
I do my regular 9 to 5. I help people get out of debt now. That's kind of like at home, but at my pace, and I like it.
Okay, so you sell plates out your back door and you scam motherfuckers with some credit debt shit. And you dress like this? Nah, brother. Is there like a exit word where he can get out of there or have them get out of there? Yeah, this ain't sounding good, brother. This ain't sounding good at all.
And then on Saturdays out in Fort Mill, which is not too far from Charlotte. I was on Saturdays out in Fort Mill, which but at my pace, and I like it. And then on Saturdays out in Fort Mill, which is not too far from Charlotte. I also, run like an old school juke joint.
Oh, okay.
So I do a lot of different things, pretty much active in my life. Yeah.
Okay. Old school juke joint. So what do they call that? I'm trying to think of the old school name they used to call that, but anyway.
Like a hole in the wall.
A hole in the wall, or the anyway, I'm thinking about the shack or something like that. Okay, so do you have any kids?
I have 2 kids.
Okay.
10 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest is 18 and my youngest is 8.
Okay.
So pretty much, and the aspects of kids, I'm pretty much done on that part.
How old is this woman? 18 and 8? Yeah, bro. This is all red flags. This is just all red flags. 18 and 8. Ma'am, how old are you? Did you have a baby at 38? This is stupid. This is just flat out stupid. They couldn't get this brother some better options than this. They couldn't get this distinguished gentleman some better options than this, man. This probably is a good representation of what the dating market is like. Some decent guys and a whole bunch of washed, fucked up bitches. Oh. All right, that's depressing. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over a couple more TikToks and then I'm gonna bounce. Unless we get the $10 more in donations. You know, the donations are very important. So we're gonna go over a couple TikToks and then I'm gonna hop off unless we get the donations up.
Finding a relationship after 30 is probably one of the best life hacks. Obviously, on paper, yeah, it'd be nice to find your partner in your 20s and build that life together while you're building your careers and following your dreams and all that stuff. But that's just not the reality for some people. Many of my close friends did not find their partners until their 30s, some of them even their 40s, and they are living their best lives.
It always just makes me sad to hear that men are like wifing up women in their 30s and 40s. What are the chances those guys found one of the needles in the haystack? Wifing up damaged past the wall, damaged post wall women. The worst thing a decent man could do.
Because let's be real, like in your 20s, you are stupid and you make stupid decisions like I did when I married my ex-husband at 23 years old. But in your 30s, you are so much smarter. You put up with so much less. You know what you want. You've figured out where you want to go in life, and you're going to find a partner that's following that dream and that pathway with you. And I'm sure you are amazing. And if you're single and amazing, there's also going to be other single amazing people out there. Or maybe.
No. 95% of women who are single over 30 are definitely not amazing. And man, and it looked like you had plastic surgery. You know, so yeah, you're the worst type of woman. I feel sorry for your ex-husband. You were the problem. I already know you were the problem. You're doing TikTok videos with plastic surgery, talking about how getting married at 23 is dumb. Yeah, you're the worst.
Maybe they're just one divorce away from being available. I'm joking, but not really. But my advice is don't compare yourself to other people and their timelines, because you have your own journey and your own timeline, and life is not linear. My advice, from what I've seen with a lot of my friends in their 30s and 40s dating, is continue to live your best life, be your best self, and the right person is going to follow along and want to join you for the ride. If you're still single in your 30s, it means you haven't settled for the wrong person, and that's a win in my book.
Fiction can be fun.
You haven't settled. Okay, why couldn't you attract the guy you wouldn't think is settling in 12 years of being on the dating market? That's what I need to know. That's what I need answers to. You know? All right, let's go one more TikTok and then I'm out unless we get $10 more in donations. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat, or Super Chat Super Sticker. If I receive the $10 more before this TikTok ends, I will stay on for 2 hours.
You know, this gorilla can swear that if women ever make an official trailer to post-wall justification, clippets from this one will most definitely be included. Listen.
Question for single guys or just guys in general. This is a question for single guys or just guys in general. When you were single, or if you're single, you're in a social setting and you want to approach a girl, is it more likely for you to approach a girl that's like a 7 out of 10 or under versus a girl that's 10 out of 10? I say this all because I had a girlfriend that's like drop dead gorgeous, maybe an 11 out of 10, right? Like perfect body, amazing personality, beautiful. Guys would never talk to her. We would go out. Guys never gave her the time of day, would never approach her, never talk to her. I had other friends that were definitely under a 7, maybe under a 5. Constantly, guys sending over drinks, guys coming up and approaching them. And my thought is because there's less likely they would get rejected for a girl that's a 7 out of 10 or under versus the 10 out of 10. They're afraid that if they approach the 10 out of 10, maybe she'll reject them or not give them the time of day, where they're not going to close the deal there. But if they go for a 7 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10, whatever, it's more likely that they're going to give them the attention. But really, the 10 out of 10 would have given them attention if
Let's be honest, the 10 out of 10 wouldn't have given them attention. And yes, this is how it works. And this is why women who are 5 and 6s have out women who are 9s and 10s when it comes to getting married and being in a successful, functional marriage for a lifetime. There's going to be way more 5 and 6 women who have that than 10. Ain't that kind of funny? 9s and 10s lose to 5s and 6s every day when it comes to marriage and just success in the dating market. Isn't that ironic? Shout out to James. He sent another $2 in. Fuck it, James. You know what? I'm going to stay on just for you, James, for another hour. Because you made a real effort for us to get to the $25 goal. All right, I'm going to let this play and I'm going to go get something to eat. I'll be back.
if they would have just approached with confidence, kindness, being a gentleman.
That's so bullshit. If they just would have approached with kindness and being a gentleman, get the fuck out of here. If you're a 10 out of 10, the guy got to be tall, handsome, fit, good career. Like, cut it out. Stop it. Nobody believes this horse shit anymore. Nobody believes this horse shit. Nobody. And just come up to me kind. Who knew, guys? All you had to do was be a gentleman and be kind, and you could pull a 10 out of 10. The fuck? Like, man.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Giving like the resting face or anything like that with confidence, kindness, being a not give them the time of day where they're not going to close the deal there. But if they go for a 7 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10, whatever, it's more likely that they're going to give them the attention. But really, the 10 out of 10 would have given them attention if they would have just approached with confidence, kindness, being a gentleman, and still been able to get her phone number or start the conversation, because she never got approached. She wasn't giving like the resting face or anything like that. She still was interacting with friends. She wasn't on her phone. So just really curious. Let me know in the comments. I want to know what your thought is on this.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. All right there, my post-wall dating queen. Your question is valid. I will answer it. So first of all, let me start off by saying, if you're talking about your immediate friends and you call her a possibly an 11 out of 10 and she's in her 30s, I hate to break it to you. She's not a 10 out of 10. You see, past your 20s, you're never going to be as high as you were, all right? There's no possible way that this attractive woman in her 30s is going to be more attractive than she was in her 20s. It's just not going to happen. That's number one. Number two, you women are horrible at judging your market value because you're using a bunch of numbers out here. 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, all that ridiculous stuff. Listen, sister, you women tend to overshoot your value. And this is coming from a gorilla who gets accused of assigning higher values than women are actually worth by my male viewers. So let's be real here. Now, as to your question, why doesn't that guy approach the 10 out of 10? Okay, first of all, I'm just going to say a very attractive girl. I'm not going to say 10 out of 10. 10 is a mythical number. No woman is perfect, period. You just get as close to 10 as possible. That being said, when you said, oh, men could approach her and they're going to get attention, they just have to approach with confidence, kindness, and being a gentleman. Obviously, you're not a man. You have no idea what the male experience is. Now, you said a few things that are right when you said, well, you know, maybe they don't want to deal with rejection. That is one of the things, but it's not the biggest thing. Let me explain to you something. Highly attractive women, especially ones who overvalue their SMV, have a lot of issues that a man has to deal with. Number one, usually a very attractive woman rarely gets told no in her life. So you already know she's going to have an attitude problem, and she's going to expect you to give her everything she demands. Another thing is, a woman who's that attractive is used to men doing everything for her. So she's really not going to do a whole lot. I'm not just talking about in the sack. I'm talking about everything. She's basically going to have a childish attitude towards life. And a lot of guys don't want to deal with that. Another factor is
it's probably not going to last long term because women do practice hypergamy. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with a 5 out of 10. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with a 3 out of 10 or the mythical 10 out of 10. And a guy who's going to be with a woman like that already knows that, hey, she's going to be hypergamous because she's highly attractive. She's going to believe that she can get better than me. So even if I approach her, it's going to be smash and dash more than likely. Hit it as many times as you can until she decides, oh, you know, I think I could do better with this multimillionaire. And a final thought here, Colleen. I hope you don't think that you were the 10 out of 10 because not even this gorilla is that generous. Moving on.
If you're in your late 20s, early 30s, and you are still single, listen up. This is the piece of advice that I share with all of my friends who are single. I'm 33, so a lot of my friends are in our 30s, and if they're single, they feel like, what's wrong with me? I'm behind. Why can't I find someone? My clock is ticking, etc., etc. And I always look at them and I shake my head and I say, I think you're forgetting who you are. You could go date any guy, but you're not the girl who's just going to go date any guy. You have standards, you have dreams, you have visions that you want for your life. You bring so much to the table that you can't just go be with anyone that you just pluck off the street. And I think a lot of my friends look at themselves and like blame themselves when in reality, they just need a guy that's going to match them and go date any. All of my friends
think that you were the 10 out of 10 because not even this gorilla is that generous. Moving on.
If you're in your late 20s, early 30s, and you are still single, listen up. This is the piece of advice that I share with all of my friends who are single. I'm 33, so a lot of my friends are in our 30s, and if they're single, they feel like, what's wrong with me? I'm behind. Why can't I find someone? My clock is ticking, etc., etc. And I always look at them and I shake my head and I say, I think you're forgetting who you are. You could go date any guy, but you're not the girl who's just going to go date any guy.
Look, you're below average. Oh, I offer so much. You don't offer what men are looking for. And you're not coming in, okay, offer a good job. Do you want to go 50-50 for a lifetime? Because if not, fuck your job. It's pointless. It's null and void. Like, what do you bring? What makes you so great? This is what these women don't get. You got to be something great based on what men want. That's like a man coming to the dating market. I'm really good at playing Dragon Ball Z on PlayStation 3. Women don't give a fuck about that. I got so much to bring. I'm good at Dragon Ball Z. I got an awesome Star Wars collection. I know how to build the engine from scratch. Women don't give a fuck about that. Unless her engine blow out, but I mean, that's probably not going to be the case. It's stupid. Yes, we know every woman could get a boyfriend if she wanted a boyfriend, but we're not going to settle. We need a guy on our level or better. Men don't go by what your level is financially or as far as education or what kind of car you got. It's fucking stupid. You bitches, this is terrible advice, and these bitches are going to stay single for a lifetime if they take dumbass advice like this.
You have standards, you have dreams, you have visions that you want for your life. You bring so much to the table that you can't just go be with anyone that you just pluck off the street. And I think a lot of my friends look at themselves and like blame themselves when in reality, they just need a guy that's going to match them. And that's rare. It's rare on both sides. Like my friends are rare girls and the guys that they need are also rare guys. They can't just go be with anybody. And I know there's no.
First off, what girl is going to say her friends aren't rare? Second, said my rare girlfriends are meeting rare guys and they're not just going to be with anybody. Well, if they're meeting rare guys, why the fuck aren't those rare men picking those rare women? It ain't adding up, biatch. It ain't adding up. Nice glasses, though.
No such thing as perfect, but I also look at them and say, we're on both sides. Like my friends are rare girls and the guys that they need are also rare guys. They can't just go be with anybody. And I know there's no such thing as perfect, but I also look at them and say, would you rather have someone right now just because it's working, it's like the age you're supposed to be doing things? Or would you rather just keep living your life, having fun doing you, and when the perfect person comes along for you, then you have them? And most of them say the latter because that is what you want. So you're most likely.
You literally just said the perfect person doesn't exist, and then like 3 seconds later said, would you rather just keep doing you and wait for Mr. Perfect? Then, like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You just said perfect don't exist, and then you said wait till Mr. Perfect comes along. Oh my.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Use your common sense.
Realistically, these women that she's talking to, friends, she's talking like they're tens, but in reality, they're sixes with decent jobs. And they think that makes them tens, and it doesn't. It actually makes them threes. That's what they don't get. That's the advice they need to hear.
Most of them say the latter because that is what you want. So you're most likely a rare girl who deserves someone so special, and you are so special, and that is why you're still single. So stop blaming yourself. Just keep doing you, and the right guy who really deserves you at the perfect time, who is
Bestie, what I've been doing haven't been working. So what should I do to get different results? Just keep doing the same thing that hasn't been working. That'll do it.
yourself. Just keep doing you, and the right guy who really deserves you at the perfect time, who is right for you, who's right for your life, is going to come along. Don't get caught up in the age and the timeline. You're just ruining it for yourself and wasting, honestly, a lot of energy focused on it.
Oh, we all heard that straight from the horse that just smashed through the wall's mouth. She said that standards, dreams, and visions is what this low egg count, obviously post-wall, Colleen, thinks is something valuable enough that she labels it as bringing a lot to the table. Let me tell you something, Colleen. Your post-wall single friends are not rare. Them being in their 30s and single, that's actually common. And the guys they want are dating women in their 20s. And she gives out advice to other women in their 30s to keep up the party lifestyle until Mr. Perfect arrives to be with them. As a saying goes, single women keep women single. I've always said that 90% of the women out there give dog turd level advice, and this is no exception to that rule. Colleen, let me tell you something. You don't deserve anything you haven't worked for. So telling all these other women, oh, you deserve this kind of guy. For what? Haven't been born with a built-in taco and dusting off the bricks from the wall smashing? You could not be more ridiculous than this, and yes.
James, I did see Kendra wig falling off. I just covered it earlier in this live stream. If you want to watch it back, I'm leaving this live stream up, y'all. So, James, did you see the live that I did earlier today? I did it specifically for you, no homo. Because you paid for a 2-hour live stream last night, and I couldn't do it because my internet wasn't working. So there is a live up if you haven't seen it, James, that I did earlier this afternoon. What up, Drell? Is this your first live stream? How long have you been watching the content, Drell? Glad to have you. But yeah, the harsh reality for her friends is, look, it's time to settle or just stay single. Yeah, like settle or stay single and hope for a miracle, and be okay if the miracle never comes. And honestly, the guy would be settling for you, even if he's 5 foot, ugly, and working McDonald's at 40. He would still be settling for you.
I have to say, blame yourself, because you can't blame men for you deciding to keep on partying and not having a relationship because you want somebody who checks off every box in your list, even though you probably can't even qualify for half the stuff on your list. And that line that women tell each other is just ridiculous. Oh, wait for the guy who deserves you. I would venture to say any woman in her 30s on up using that line is ODing on some copium. I mean, think about it. Why would your dream man want you in your decline? Oh, I forgot. It's because you Coeens say so, and somehow you're going to manifest him. The only thing that you're going to manifest is a herd of cats. Moving on.
What up, TikTok? My name is Kristen. I am 30 and I am single. And if you're anything like my mom, you probably want to know, why are you still single? Let's just cut with the basics. I've got a career. I have a dog. I work out every single day. I am fit. Not bad looking.
You're a fucking whore. You're probably a party whore. You probably got a shitty personality. You lack self-awareness because you're on fucking TikTok sounding pathetic about how you're failing at dating. You're an attractive woman. You've had a lot of dick run through you.
I golf, I hike, I enjoy sports. Pretty much like a lot of things that guys say that they want in a girl. I mean, I check some of it off at least. So why am I still single? It's a question I have also wondered myself. For the last 5 years, I have been through the ups and downs of the dating world. And now that I'm 30, I've decided I'm just gonna share my experiences with y'all because maybe it'll help someone, maybe it'll teach a guy what not to do, maybe it'll teach a girl to up her standards.
No accountability. It'll teach a guy what not to do or teach a woman to up her standards. So you just told yourself, you're going after Playboy chat, fuck you and disregard you. Point blank, period. This woman has an inbox full. You're not going to get the 6'3" guy who's known for pulling bitches. He's just going to pull bitches for the rest of his life. There's nothing special about you to guys like that. He fuck chicks like you every weekend. You giving him some pussy and looking cute ain't going to be enough to get you a ring.
Girl to up her standards? Who knows? I've racked my brain trying to figure out which story I should tell first. But it's been pretty obvious because there's a fan favorite. Yes, I have told many a friend, many a family member this story. It is the story of Maybe Brad. Why is he called Maybe Brad? Well, his real name's Brad, but I don't save numbers in my phone. And he texted me, came up as Maybe Brad. Later on in the story, I screenshotted our conversation to share with friends and it came up as Maybe Brad. So he is Maybe Brad.
All right, my recently post-war smashed Colleen. This gorilla doesn't need to hear the whole story of Maybe Brad to tell you what the issue is. I mean, first of all, you actually think that men want a woman with a career. The men that you're attracted to, the higher the value of the man is, the less he's going to care about your career. Trust me on that one. You also think that men want you to have a dog and to play golf. When you said you were fit and all, that was good there, but obviously you were just spitballing there because you don't know exactly what men want. It was all hit and miss at best. But let me get to the point. I'll tell you right now why you're still single. It's because of one thing that you said. You said that you wanted to show women to up their standards. As soon as you said that, this girl knew exactly what the problem was. You have ridiculously high standards that you really don't meet. Now, don't get me wrong. You're attractive. Yes, I'll give you that. But a man in his 30s who has a career, who has higher value, more likely the kind of guy that you are gunning for is going to want a woman in her 20s. Because although you do look young, your egg count is still lower. If he wants a family, he's better off going with a woman who works at McDonald's but is 5 years younger than you. Instead of calling it maybe...
No, he's better off fucking with a wholesome chick who hasn't been ran through by a bunch of guys. She's been ran through by every Chad, and she's disrespected and played and ignored every decent guy in the city because he wasn't good enough or tall enough. Like, and her requirements are through the roof, I'm sure. And her solution to not getting a man with 10 requirements is to add on 10 more requirements because they're slow.
Maybe Brad, you should call it Maybe Me. But let's hear her Maybe Brad story.
The fact that his real name is Brad will not surprise anyone when they hear this story. So maybe Brad and I met online, I think it was Hinge. Turns out he lives in my building. Side note, don't ever date someone who lives in your building. It's just bad, don't do it. So we met up a couple of times, I think 2 or 3, had a couple drinks, got out to dinner once. It was okay, you know, he was your regular khaki polo wearing Brad. Talked about going out on his uncle's boat.
And you're the basic bitch equivalent of basic Brad. And that's why you can't find anybody, because you think you're better than average, and you're average fucking Brit.
So why didn't we work out? Well, before I give you the full story, let me just tell you some of the comments he made during a very important discussion. This is what's wrong with society. I'm not liberal by any means. Society is a joke. I'm a serious person. Yeah. Now, if you had to guess, what brought up these comments? Think about it. I'll give you a moment. If your guess is that I'm a dog mom, congrats, you got it. Yes, maybe Brad has an issue with the term dog mom. Now, how did this all start? with this. It was National Dog Mom Day, so I sent him this video of a newscast clip about National Dog Mom Day.
The fact that his name is Maybe Brad shows that she's the typical basic bitch who, talked to 10 guys at a time. She's had a roster since she was 6, and then she runs through the roster and talks about the roster with her friends, her dingbat friends, and they give her terrible advice. I totally understand why she's still single.
Homeboy didn't have it. Like for part 2.
All right, first off, I'll give it to you. Dating somebody who lives in your same apartment complex is a huge mistake. No doubt, I am pretty sure that my more experienced viewers will advise the younger men watching my videos not to date a woman who lives within a 10-minute radius of you. You don't want her that close. Now back to this queen. Sweetie, let me tell you something. If you actually believe that Brad didn't want to be with you because you're a dog mom, you're more lost than a cross-eyed crab. That is a very common tactic that a lot of women use. It's called deflection. There's probably something else in your story, which I'm not even going to go hunt for it because it's really not worth it. But in your story somewhere, the actual reason why Brad didn't work out is there, but you just don't want to accept it. You don't want to see it. How do I know this? Because you didn't mention the actual reason. It could have been your political views that he wasn't gunning for, that you just didn't line up with that. It could have been that you were too career orientated. It could have been that you were demanding a lot more of him than you're actually willing to do. It could have been that you could have told him that you didn't want kids now, you wanted to wait until your 30s. There are a bunch of reasons why men don't stick around. Men are not going to say no to you because you're a dog mom. That's the copium talking. Let it go. Hopefully one day you're going to realize why you are still single. By that time, you'll have maybe 2 to 3 eggs left. But hey, you don't need those eggs. You have a career, a dog, and you play golf. That obviously makes you a hell of a catch in your own imagination.
Squeeze me? Oh, no, you did.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund. Or like, subscribe, and share this video.
Hello. I'm so loud already. Hello. I'm so loud already. I apologize. Hello. How are you doing tonight? I hope you guys have a good start of the week. I'm sorry, I'm running a little late. I was reviewing a car today, and don't tell me the car cost $700,000. This is crazy. So anyways, I'm glad we are back for a new pineapple show. And let's see if you guys want to come and talk to Courtney. No, she's still running around, so we're gonna give her a little time. Somebody say go to Mexico City to see pyramids. I don't know, guys. I can't go everywhere. We gotta decide one first, one location. Then we'll try some more. Brenda is here. Hello, Brenda. Say my name now. I'm back. Melly. Brenda, are you that aggressive tonight? What's going on? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna add Courtney. I don't know if she's ready, but I can hear her. Who's sending me some money? Somebody sent me $7. Okay, she's back. Yeah, it's better. It's way better. What's up, Melly? Hope you can find someone for her. Love your content. Well, pull up. Pull up. How about you pull up? Hey, Courtney.
Hi, how are y'all?
Good. So, okay, it's good now.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right. How was your day?
Girl, good. Just got off from work. I'm exhausted. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee right now for work. So I'm sorry, everyone. It has been a crazy day.
What do you do?
So I'm a senior project manager, and I also do training and development, HR. I work for a corporate hospitality company. So I do a lot, a lot.
Do you travel a lot?
I do travel. I travel.
So already, it's not sounding good. You work a lot, you travel a lot. Where does a stable man fit this chaotic life? He doesn't. And she looked like she just, it looked like she had a rough life or has a rough life.
One to 2 times a month, approximately. This particular trip, I'm on a 7-day stay. So I got here last Tuesday and then I leave tomorrow. So yeah, I do travel a lot.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So the chat is asking, were you kissing your ex? No, right?
No, everyone, I was not kissing my ex. Like I said, I just got off from work. I literally just got off from work. Like I said, I've been doing 10 to 12-hour days here.
You've been doing 10 to 12-hour days, trying to get some coochie at night. She can be like, "Nah, babe, I'm tired. I worked a 12-hour shift today." Oh, and I bet she's looking for a man to come that can provide. So all this working would be pointless. You know? Oh my goodness. Can't make this crap up.
Training new staff, training new managers, training execs. It's a very, I smile for a living. I do smile a lot. I've heard that before. I do smile a lot. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? This is fine.
I do smile a lot.
Yes. Okay, so tell us about you. We know where you work. What else? What should we know about you?
I'm 32 years old. Very career driven, very motivated, very ambitious. I'm the youngest black female in my company. And
He gives a fuck. Keep being ambitious. Go for it. Become a millionaire and stay single. We don't want shit. First black, no, and nobody gives a fuck, especially men.
sorry.
Why are you sorry? This is fine.
I do smile a lot.
Yes. Okay, so tell us about you. We know where you work. What else? What should we know about you?
I'm 32 years old. Very career driven.
Melly tried to give her some game, give her a little hint, like, okay, we know where you work, aka don't talk about work. Now tell us about you. And the first thing she went to is, I'm very driven. I'm the first block, blah, 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 blah. Her whole personality is her job. And are those eyebrows drawn on? Those eyebrows look crazy. Her makeup looks fucking crazy. Like, absolutely nuts. This woman should just keep working. Just keep working, man.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry? This is fine.
I do smile a lot.
Yes. Okay, so tell us about you. We know where you work. What else? What should we know about you?
I'm 32 years old. Very career driven, very motivated, very ambitious. I'm the youngest black female in my company in a leadership position, which is amazing. We have approximately 60, 70 locations nationwide. So I'm super.
Melly is just like, lady, please, can you say something else about anything else other than your job? Do they give you a certificate for being the first black, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah? Because you can color up with that certificate of being the first black, yada, blah, 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 blah. You could pop yourself off. You could roll it up and pop yourself off to your certificate of being the first black, blah, 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 blah.
Proud about that because it took me a long time to get here. About me, I'm outgoing, I'm a Leo, I'm fierce, I'm bold, I'm driven, I'm
fierce. She couldn't be more masculine. I'm fierce, bold, I'm driven. I know how to lay the hammer down. What else? I like smoking cigars and riding Harleys. I mean, could she say anything more masculine? Oh my goodness, they really are clueless. They really are. This is a man in a woman's body. Oh, I'm fierce. I'm bold. I don't take no shit. I'm dominant. Nigga, I know how to throw hands. Oh my goodness.
about me, I'm outgoing, I'm a Leo, I'm fierce, I'm bold, I'm driven, I'm family oriented, I'm a loving person. I'm just myself. I'm outgoing, I'm an extrovert. I think that's a good start. What do you think?
It is. I agree. I'm gonna ask you some question. You have any kids?
I do. I have a 4-year-old. 4-year-old. Yeah, he'll be
4-year-old.
5 this year.
Dominant alpha woman with a 4-year-old. A 4-year-old. Man, I already know what type of guy you're gonna be looking for. You're gonna need somebody to put you in your place and somebody who at least make as much as you and who willing to take on a 4-year-old when he's a top 5%er. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just myself. I'm outgoing. I'm an extrovert. I think that's a good start. What do you think?
It is. I agree. I'm gonna ask you some question. You have any kids?
I do. I have a 4-year-old. 4-year-old. Yeah, he'll be
4-year-old.
5 this year.
She forgot how old the kid was. She forgot how old the kid was. She worked so much. Who's watching that kid for 12 hours, man? Question. And you on the internet looking for a man. This is just wrong on so many levels.
Okay. What else? Okay, we're gonna talk about what we're looking for you. So you are single.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So what are you looking for in a man? What are the main qualities you're looking for?
I think okay, so just to kind of touch, my last relationship was very difficult because like I said, I do travel often for work. I am a full-time mom, but I'm also a traveling mom, and that does take a lot of responsibilities on dating. You know, it's hard to be everywhere. It's hard to date sometimes because you really have to be understanding when it comes to someone that travels and is networking so much and being in positions where you can't always talk on the phone. Sometimes I get off from work and I'm exhausted. I can't do it. My social battery is drained.
So she literally is telling you, I give my everything to my career to the point where I don't have anything left for you at the end of the day. I don't want to talk on the phone to you. My batteries, I don't want to talk on the phone with you. My battery is drained. I gave the best of me to a fucking career or job that don't give a fuck if I die. So I ain't got 5 minutes to talk to my man. I'm busy. I got a flight in the morning, nigga. This is crazy, bro. These women are fucking lost, man. I hope she making 250,000 a year, giving all this to her career. Bars. Oh my goodness, man. A low value man wouldn't want this deal. So don't get me started on a high value man.
Okay, so just to kind of touch, my last relationship was very difficult because like I said, I do travel often for work. I am a full-time mom, but I'm also a traveling mom, and that does take a lot of responsibilities on dating. You know, it's hard to be everywhere. It's hard to date sometimes because you really have to be understanding when it comes to someone that travels and is networking so much and being in positions where you can't always talk on the phone. Sometimes I get off from work and I'm exhausted. I can't do it. My social battery is drained. Um, yeah, I mean, just someone that's really understanding, someone that's compatible. I'm what I feel successful in my own right. I feel like I'm at a certain point in life where I'm ready to slow down. April 1st is actually going to be my last trip. So I'm going to be fully home base in Washington, D.C., which I am ecstatic about. I love that is home for me. So I know some people probably are wondering, like, she travels, but what's home? Home is D.C. So April 1st, I will be home. I'll be able to be, you know, at people's graduations and baby showers and out with my girlfriends and dating someone on a more.
Did you hear that? You got to share time with their girlfriends too. Not to mention her relatives. Not to mention, she's probably in contact with her baby father, I would imagine. You're going to be sixth on the list. Number six. What high value man is going to be okay with being number six to his woman? Fuck high value. What man is going to be okay being number six in his woman's life? It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy.
Home for me. So I know some people probably are wondering, like, she travels, but what's home? Home is DC. So April 1st, I will be home. I'll be able to be, at people's graduations and baby showers and out with my girlfriends and dating someone on a more serious level. So it should be
Okay.
fun.
That should be. That's soon. That's like in 2 months.
Definitely. That's my last trip. So
Oh, this one is the last one. Oh, that's awesome. No, April is the last trip.
April 1st is my last trip. So I have
Okay.
a few other cities. I mainly travel along the East Coast. So I have a few other cities that I'll be hitting in the next 2 to 2.5 months. Atlanta, Raleigh, Miami, Boston. I think those are like 4 trips. And then I might have one more that I am not locked in on, but
Okay. So, can you have kids?
I'm okay with that. Yeah, for sure. And I'm not even saying that because I have a child. I'm saying that because I came from a very diverse background. I'm the youngest of 5, but I was also like the most mature one out of all my siblings. I was like the first one to move out, the first one ready to go, the first one to graduate from college twice. My mom calls me her resilient one.
She is really obsessed with herself and accomplishments. This is not gonna work with a man at all. Not at all. She is way too impressed with herself.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not even saying that because I have a child. I'm saying that because I came from a very diverse background. I'm the youngest of 5, but I was also like the most mature one out of all my siblings. I was like the first one to move out, the first one ready to go, the first one to graduate from college twice. My mom calls me her resilient one, her independent girl. Like I was just ready to go. I have a great relationship with my mother, but I was ready to blossom. I was ready to get out the house. So I'm okay with him having kids. Totally fine. Like I
Okay.
said, I have step siblings, half siblings, blood siblings. I do. I have a very diverse family. So
Cool. How let's talk about looks. How tall does he need to be?
so I'm pretty tall for a woman. I'm 5'10".
She 5'10". Like you can't make and she 5'10". Come on now. What's next? I'm starting to think you got a schlong now. Like what is next? Tall, masculine, dominant, travel all the time. This is one of the worst options we've seen in a while. Just far as not looks or having a bunch of kids, but just the least likely to be compatible with a decent man who have a pair. Let me guess, she can bench press 200 pounds too. Like, what else is she gonna say that's manly? Let me guess, she wear a size 13 shoe.
Cool. How let's talk about looks. How tall does he need to be?
So I'm pretty tall for a woman. I'm 5'10". Essentially, I would love them to be taller than me. Um, I would prefer them to be taller than 5'10". Just my preference, just because I'm a tall woman. So
Mm-hmm. For sure. So 5'10" and up.
yes, we could do
Okay.
that.
Cool. How old do they need to be? What's the age range?
So I typically date older. Like I said, I'm 32. Uh, my parents were 9 years apart. I just typically date older. I like having. I'm a sapiosexual, so I love having relationships and conversations based off of your mind. And
Bitch, you already talk too much. I don't want to talk with you about anything. Well, when do I even have time to talk to you, first of all? But when I have time to be around you, look, I don't want to talk. I want to hit some skins, and I don't want to hear about that damn job. That's the last thing I want to hear about. Because that's what I had to hear about when it came to reasons why I couldn't see or talk to you. So to hell with that sapiosexual shit. This woman could not be more masculine. This is the most feminine looking masculine woman I've ever seen. This literally is a guy in a woman's body. She's saying the worst answers you could possibly say to all these questions. Like, I almost would rather be with a feminine woman with 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies than be with this.
For sure. So 5'10" and up.
Yes, we can do that.
Cool. How do they need to be? What's the age range?
So I typically date older. Like I said, I'm 32. My parents were 9 years apart. I just typically date older. I'm a sapiosexual, so I love having relationships and conversations based off of your mind and where that is. Your physical attraction can get you, but so far, it can get you through the door, but your mind is really what's going to keep you in there. So I love intellectual men.
So you got to be 6 feet, highly intelligent, at least 6 figures, and okay with being 6 on the things that your woman is going to prioritize. Yeah, this exists. Yeah, this definitely exists.
Date older. Like I said, I'm 32. My parents were 9 years apart. I just typically date older. I'm a sapiosexual, so I love having relationships and conversations based off of your mind and where that is. Your physical attraction can get you, but so far, it can get you through the door, but your mind is really what's going to keep you in there. So I love intellectual men. I'm not saying a 32-year-old is not intellectual. I'm just saying a man that is a little bit more seasoned is kind of nice. But yeah, from my age, let's say 30 to 40. I think that's a broad range.
Okay, yeah, that is. What else? The age, how tall? Oh, how much money? How much money does he need to make?
I would prefer him. I don't really have a number. I think that's kind of, I don't think that's a really good, I really don't. I could pick a number, and because I live in DC, the cost of living there is. I think that's kind of, I don't.
This motherfucker, man. Kelly Kidd say she look yummy. How old are you, bro? She look yummy. Yeah, the panties going. You say she look yummy. Big dummy.
I think that's a really good. I really don't.
Man, hey, look. Hey, look. Look, this comment right here show that niggas just be saying anything. You just saying anything, bro. Dudes will say anything to try to hit. Dudes will just say anything.
I could pick a number, and because I live in DC, the cost of living there is very expensive. So 50K in one city, I think that is the most important thing. Like what 50K, I would prefer him. I don't really have a number. I think that's kind of, I don't think that's a really good. I really don't. I could pick a number, and because I live in DC, the cost of living there is very expensive. So 50K in one city might be 50K in a different city. I'm financially stable. So I think that is the most important thing. Like whatever you make, however much you make, you're financially stable. You're not struggling, because I'm not struggling. I don't really feel like I'm at that phase in life. I'm not in my 20s anymore. So yeah. At least, yeah, somebody said I would love at least 6 figures. That would be cool, because I'm above
That's
that
pretty
range.
unique.
So I
Yeah.
would love someone that can afford and be financially stable.
Okay. All right. So I think that's all the questions I had.
Let's break this down, y'all. 30 to 40. Exclude married. We're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say any race. She wants 6 feet or higher. Exclude obese. I don't think she wants a fat man. And we're gonna say 6 figures. And then we're gonna break down some more aspects of this. Really? So this what y'all on female delusional calculator now? Oh dang, hold on. Okay, so less than 1%. This is less than 1%. And we haven't even accounted for he has to be okay with the fact that she has a 4-year-old. He has to be okay with the fact that she works 12-hour days. He has to be okay with the fact that she's some Amazon bitch. He got to be okay with the fact that she's super tall. Usually tall guys don't like tall women. He got to be okay with the fact that she's super masculine and super egotistical. So what does that drop the percentage down to? What do y'all think?
At least,
Okay.
yeah, somebody said I would love at least 6 figures. That would be cool because I'm above
That's
that
pretty
range.
unique.
So I
Yeah.
would love someone that can afford and be financially stable.
Okay. All right. So I think that's all the questions I had. So we're gonna start. So how it's gonna work? I'm gonna bring a man at a time, and if you're not feeling the vibe, you can ask him question. He's gonna ask you question, but if you're not really feeling it, you just say pineapple, and then we move on to the next guy.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh gosh, I'm so nervous.
Are
Y'all,
you-
I'm so nervous.
It's gonna
I'm
be.
not used to this. I'm
It's
used
gonna
to
be
like
fun.
talking in person.
It's gonna be fun. Watch. All right. I have Steven. Hi, Steven.
Hello,
Hi,
How are you?
Steven. How are you?
I'm good.
How's it going? Everything's
That's going
okay?
good. I've had a good day today. Bought a new car, so I've had a good day.
Where are you from, Steven?
Uh, out just outside of Manchester, UK.
Okay, I've never been there before.
Come
That's
on over.
cool. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, what would you like to know? I've got 2 daughters. I'm single. I'm independent. Got money, not big money, but I'm all right. Enjoy going to the gym, traveling. Enjoy fashion, clothes.
Here Orlando says no woman with a real career would ever come on a show like this. I I don't put anything past these things. You know, my expectations are in hell when it comes to these dingbats. They have no self-awareness. So Plenty of women are getting fired from their jobs because they're doing TikToks on the job. So look, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, and if you're a man, never say you're an independent man. Never say that. That's just expected of a man. It's only a flex. It's only a flex when a woman can say she's independent.
Um, enjoy fashion, clothes, watches. Watches, I'm big on watches.
Okay.
Luxury watches like Rolex and Pateks and things like that.
Okay. What is it that you are looking for in a woman when it comes to dating?
An understanding lady. She's got to be understanding. She's got to be flexible.
Okay, hold on, pause. Understanding about your career, understanding about your fatherhood. What exactly do they have to be understanding?
Well, I do travel a lot. So I'm not like 9 till 5, So what I do is very difficult for relationships, but still possible,
Okay.
So that on that part, that's what I mean about being understanding. Is like they've got to be flexible because my lifestyle's a bit not normal.
So are you more of, would you say as a man, are you more of a caretaker? Or are you more of someone that would you date a woman that works a lot? And I mean,
Oh
what?
yeah.
Her tone is just too aggressive. Nothing about this is coming off soft at all. Like, man wants to date a woman who works a lot. You're just not gonna find this guy. You're just not. She's talking like she's doing an interview, and it's almost she's talking like she's interviewing this guy, but that's her whole personality is job shit. Yeah, these horrible women make Melly look really good. Maybe that's why she do this show, or maybe that's part of the reason why she do this show. Look at how her face is all scrunched up. This is the scrunched up face you're gonna be seeing a lot. Yeah, I can't even sit through any more of this. All right, I think I've been on 2 hours. I'm out. Thanks for stopping by. How other people treat you is their karma. How you treat them is your karma. If you ever treat anybody bad, make sure that God finds it to be justified. Before I go, I need to let you guys know I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Thanks, James. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks to you. Ever.